This is now my episode 3 cap.
But is this a joke that
No.
you've come up with? Because that can't actually be yours.
I had
Whose
got
is
it.
that?
I literally bought this yesterday.
Not to wear with that outfit.
Why? It is mine. I got it yesterday.
I do not believe it.
Zara said she loved it.
Look at what you're wearing. You've got Uggs on.
Yeah.
Dirty socks. By the
They're not
way.
dirty. They dirty.
They're dirty, Sam. You see from here, they're dirty. You've got fucking old joggers and an old jumper on, and a horrendous cap.
It's called a flat cap.
But why have you got that? You don't have sheep.
Because the Peaky Blinders wear them.
You look like Peaky Blinders from the forehead up, and you look like you're going to rob me from the neck down.
I like that. A dangerous man. We'll take it.
And then you speak, and you sound like you're my local MP.
Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast with Sam
Why are
Thompson.
you reading it?
I don't know.
It's the third episode.
Watch this.
All right.
Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast of Sam Thompson and Pete Wicks.
Oh, so you're just going to do it shorter and just pass it over.
yeah.
Wonderful. So there may be explicit notes in this. There's going to be some alcohol consumption. And if you don't like that sort of shit, then go f yourself.
You can watch us now too on YouTube.
Yep. And what do they have to do to watch us, Sam?
Got to
Come on,
type-
you can do this. You've done it 3 times already.
You can type in Staying Relevant Podcast on the YouTube app and now watch the whole episode in bulk.
And when does that come out?
Fridays,
And when does the podcast actually come out?
Mondays.
There you go. Nice.
Yes.
You did that without looking.
Come on.
Well done. Impressive.
Right.
Impressive.
So, here we go.
Excellent. So you just put it on the bit where you've now got to talk about something? Yeah. Wonderful. So this is just, read out what this bit says.
What you've both been up to. And,
It's just opening conversation, this.
Opening
Just a little
convo.
bit of chit-chat.
Okay.
Why the fuck are you wearing that hat?
mate, I got this yesterday. I've been to the...
I don't know if this is a weird joke that I don't understand.
It's just fashion, mate.
No, it's not. It's the opposite of that.
Why? Why do you think that you look like an undertaker?
I've made an effort, all right, and I look presentable.
Pete's wearing a turtleneck.
Yes, I've got a turtleneck on. Yes, I have. And I've seen you in a turtleneck, and you look ridiculous.
He's also wearing ballroom dance shoes.
I'm not. These are a penny loafer.
He's also wearing really thin socks that look like tights.
They are still, maybe they are tight. and what would the problem with that be?
Nothing at all.
Look, they do go quite far up.
Yeah, see, this is the point. Like,
Sexy, see, I bet you're glad you can watch it now. It's a bit hot in that hat, is it? But on a serious note, I don't understand that.
why? It's
I don't know. Is this a joke that I don't understand?
no. It's just
You haven't genuinely bought that.
it's
Give me
an
the hat.
item of clothing.
Give me the hat. It's a bad item of clothing.
There he is. There he is.
What's going to annoy you is I can guarantee, and I haven't seen myself, that I look better in this than you. Is it because of the hair?
What do you mean?
Is that why you're wearing a hat? Because the hair's so bad?
What do you mean? The ball top?
Well, no, the bald top, but also the rest of it looking like straw.
No, dude.
Dude,
I literally,
dude, what's wrong with the flat cap, dude?
I literally shampooed it.
Carry on. No, I'm enjoying it.
Where are we going next?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to bring up?
No.
This is just opening conversation.
What have you been
chit-chat.
up to?
And I feel
What have you been up to?
I've been up to all sorts. I am dressed very smartly today, so I'm going for dinner later.
Where are you going?
I'm going somewhere quite fancy, and then I've got to go to, I haven't got to, and then I'm going to a humidor.
What is that?
It is a special room where you can smoke and sample cigars.
You've never smoked a cigar in your entire life. That is a place to go for like.
I've smoked cigars with you,
Oh my god, we have on my 30th.
and you just went
Yeah, it was horrible.
throughout
Didn't
the
like
whole
it.
thing. I actually like cigars. That's actually how I started smoking. Is I smoked a pipe and cigars before that.
Shut up! Did you have a pipe?
I did, because when I used to walk the dogs, I used to go and get there's this really good tobacco shop in Covent Garden that sells this really lovely whiskey smoked tobacco, and I used to put it in the pipe and then walk the dogs.
What was it? Was it a curved pipe
Yeah.
like Sherlock?
Yeah, I've still got it. I'll bring it in if you want.
Oh,
It's really good.
mate,
if we could smoke in here, I'd do it, because it's really,
Well, we
really
can't. We
relaxing.
definitely can't
and
smoke in here. That's
it's lovely.
absolutely fine.
Well,
But I would love to see it.
you'd actually suit that with that hat.
Well, I like it, and I think you're just jealous, to be honest.
Don't try and curve the fucking...
It needs to be curved.
Yeah, to make it better. It looks... And you've got that little bit of hair just flopping across
A little
your...
bit of fluff.
It just looks awful.
Well, there you go. It's being worn. I'm not letting you take it
This
away
has
from
got
me.
to be some sort of joke.
I don't know why you
I
think
don't-
it is.
It's just a real issue for me because I can't take you seriously.
Why?
It just looks so bad. I thought, listen, I look smart today. Everyone has said to me, you look smart.
Right, fair enough. And what have you been up to this week, Pete?
I've had a very interesting week. I'm going to talk to you about that during the next part of the show, which is called "What Have You Done to Stay Relevant?" Because that's when we do that bit. So other than that, I've been out for dinner. I've done I went mini golf, junkyard golf. That's what I did.
Why'd you do that?
Well, because it was supposed to be fun. It wasn't. It was shit. But I went there and got really, really drunk. So I went for a little bit of food and then went to junkyard golf and got in at like 4 a.m. I don't know.
So a normal Monday.
It was a Tuesday, actually.
So a normal Tuesday for Pete Wicks.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday. But yeah, it was good. I'm not very good at it, though.
Man, I've just come from home, and I had Zara telling me that we don't spend enough time together.
You live together.
Yeah, I know. So I didn't really understand that, and I was hoping you could give me some advice on this one.
Oh, dumper.
I don't know what to do. We spend every waking second together.
Why don't you spend enough time? Because she's so busy with her career.
I agree with you. I don't know why she's like, we need to spend
Would you
more
like
time
to spend
together.
more time with her?
I would love to. I would love to.
Yeah.
The
Just tell her down the camera then, because I feel like this is a good way.
Yeah.
And Zara will watch this. Is just tell her why you want to spend more time with her. Just
So
say to
I want
Zara.
to spend more time with you because we can spend more time with the cats.
No. That's Zara. I want to spend more time with the cat. Listen, we get reviews.
Yeah.
And this week we've had someone write in about suggestions, reviews and suggestions. We ask you to do it, rate us, review, all that sort of stuff, because that's how we got the charts that.
And we fly.
So we've got a suggestion.
Here we go, baby.
You ready for this?
One of the
Review
many.
and a suggestion
All right.
in one. Hiya is how it starts.
Okay.
All right. Just listen to the Joe Marler podcast. I could have guessed him being with you would be hilarious. Brilliant job. Do love the podcast. No,
Yes!
thank you.
Yes! Is
Suggestion.
that a 5-star, do you reckon? I reckon that's 5-star.
You would hope so after that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, she's lying. Suggestion.
Mhm.
What about ghost hunting to stay relevant? Probably easier than playing rugby, and lots of celebs have had a go. Have had a go these days. Yeah. So ghost hunting.
I would love to do that with you. I would absolutely die if we went and found like a ghost called Clarence, and he was just in some castle somewhere. I've done a Ouija board, and my house is haunted. I really believe in that kind of stuff.
I just think that's one of the builders you've locked in because you've had them there for so long. Help.
Would you believe in ghosts?
Not like how people see ghosts as like a little fucking white up fucking. Do you know what I mean? I believe in something. I believe there's something after death. I'd like to believe there's something.
You're going straight to hell. If there's ever a man who is going, I'll see you down there, but you'll be like, you'll own it as well because I'll be there probably a bit later than you.
I'll own hell.
Yeah.
So that's effectively.
You'll
I'm
out-devil the
Satan.
devil. You will out-devil the devil. You'll
What,
go
you-
down.
You think I'm going to go down and the devil's going to go, fuck, you are bad.
Yeah, he's going to look at you. He's going to
take my
smell
job.
you.
Take my job.
He's going to smell you and go, you smell like pickles. Pickled onion. And he's going to be like, no, mate, I don't need this in my life. You're going to probably die quite a bit before I do. So you will have made a house a home, let's put it that way, by the time I get down there.
What, and you think you're just going to come down and I'm going to invite you in?
Yeah.
Take your jumper off, it's a bit hot. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that one, did you? Thank you, Sideshow.
But yeah, no, I think I would. I believe in ghosts. My mum once took me to a reader, and he's an astral projector, and he basically it's what you can do. You can like project yourself outside your body and fly. It's fucking cool, and you can like fly around and shit.
I'll tell you what he is.
What?
A con artist.
Yeah.
What a load of shit.
Listen to my story. So basically, Louise was seeing ghosts, and she thought
before
she
Ryan?
saw ghosts, and basically you've knocked me off my fucking story. Now, what was I saying?
Oh, it's something to do with
Louise, yeah.
Astra injections.
Yeah,
mate.
so Louise is seeing ghosts, and I was just quite young, so Mum just like took me with her to see this guy who's
What were you, 18, 19?
and she basically, and the guy was like, "Oh, I can see your house," and he basically got it.
Was he stood in front of it?
No, this is the thing. He actually
right.
couldn't see. He actually was nowhere near it, and he literally got it room for room.
Yeah.
and was like, "There's a
Did they
ghost."
Google Maps then?
I don't know. And they're like going round the rooms, right? And saying
Fine.
everything right. And then he goes, your daughter's got the gift. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I went, what do I
Christmas,
have?
was it?
And he went, you can't see. He was like, you can't see anything, Sam. And I was like, oh, that sucks. You don't. He was like, you don't have the gift. And I was like, oh, that's my story.
All of that for that.
Yeah.
Louise has got a gift and you haven't.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what's the point in that story? What are we trying to get there? So you believe in ghosts?
Yeah. But
Right.
I don't have the gift.
So you can't see them?
No.
Okay. So what defines the gift? What do you have to be able to do?
I don't know. You see ghosts, don't you?
Okay. I mean, listen, I don't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I do believe in something, and I believe in spirits, which I think is different.
Oh, mate, imagine if we saw a spirit.
Well, I just believe there's something else, and I don't necessarily know what that is. And I'll tell you why. So this is an actual story. My nan used to class herself as a spiritual healer.
There we fucking go.
Not ghosts.
There we
like-
go. That's exactly what
Well,
my
I tell you
guy
what, she
was.
didn't used to go to people. I tell you what you can do: fly. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but some people are healers, some people aren't.
What? And some people are flyers, and some people aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people are sort of part blackbird. Is that what we're trying to say here? So I definitely believe in something, and similar to that, certain people allow themselves, because a lot of it's to do with your subconscious and everything else, and certain people allow themselves to be open to presences, and some people don't. And I am someone who has got a gift apparently, but don't allow myself to. Which is why, and this coincides with the whole point, is I don't sleep very well, as you know.
Because you see ghosts.
No.
Oh, do you have night terrors? Does a young Peter Wicks go,
No, but even more interesting, and I've actually been to sleep therapists as well. Wow. Is that I've suffered insomnia since I was a kid, but I've never had a dream
in your entire life?
in my whole life. Now everyone
You are a
dreams,
psychopath.
so everyone does dream,
Yeah.
and you do that during your REM sleep, which is your rapid eye movement sleep. So that's in the first couple of minutes you fall asleep, and the last few minutes before you wake up. You don't dream for 8 hours if you sleep 8 hours a night. The middle part of that, you are just a dormant, dead fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But in the first and the last bits, that's the bit where you do your dreaming. So even if you have these big elaborate dreams, it's literally a minute's worth of fucking dream. And I've never had one, and that's because, well, although everyone does, my subconscious chooses not to remember because they're probably bad.
I would love to know what you're covering up. Like, I would love to know.
The only thing I'm covering up at the minute is my hairline.
I would love to know what has happened to young Peter Wicks to make you the way you are.
I had a nice fucking childhood. It wasn't.
He says with one solitary tear coming out of his eye.
No, I had a good fucking childhood. It's good.
It's gone high there, hasn't it?
It was good. Everything was fine.
So you
yeah.
don't allow yourself to be.
That's what I've been told.
This is what everyone tells me, though. Everyone says, God.
But you are just incapable. So I have a gift that I don't want, and
I want the gift
and you
that
want the
you
gift,
don't.
but you're just just a moron, I think.
The guy I went to see was literally like, he was like, oh, you're to my mum. He's like, your daughter's got the gift. And I was like, what about me? He went, you've got nothing. And then just moved on. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I think most people see that in you, though.
Just average. Beige.
I wouldn't even go that far. You're sort of just a non-entity.
Just a spectre.
I would give you sort of a level above an amoeba.
Can we make that a show? Can we make us going ghost hunting a show?
Well, it's the only one we haven't tried.
Yeah,
so
should
we
we
might
give it
as fucking well. Right, well, yeah, so you do believe in ghosts, but it's something else you failed at.
We should film it. We should make it into a show.
Well, you could do it. You think your house is haunted.
Because maybe that will get us.
Why is your house haunted?
I don't know. We've got a picture that's haunted. But more importantly, why don't we make that into a show?
Got a picture that's haunted.
Zara
Have you
thinks
just
it's a
got a
picture-
picture of Casper on the wall?
No, we got a picture above the bed, right? And Zara thinks it's haunted. The TV kept on turning on. I don't know what it was.
While we're talking of ghosts, though, obviously I do have a tattoo of a ghost.
I don't know. You got one on your hip.
I've got a tattoo of Casper on my hip,
Yeah.
which is terrible. We've spoken about this so many times.
We could. I feel like ghost hunting's the one we haven't tried.
Oh, but I just think it's just another thing. We should just leave it in the bank. Because if we keep flying through, we're running out of ideas, and we're flying through all the ideas we have at a rapid rate. And eventually, and unfortunately, we'll still be sat on these pink sofas doing fuck all.
But entertaining the crowd.
There's 3 people watching us, and they seem to laugh, but I think they're paid to. And the people that are watching this, to be honest with you, Charlotte, our producer, I think writes our reviews. That's where she is. On the one day a week that she sees us, for the other fucking 6, she's just.
I think you're great. 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 Sam looks like an idiot. I think you're great. I think you're great.
There's been a Charlotte. Has there been a few people? Sorry, yeah. Has there been a few people?
But
This
if
is probably
anyone,
getting cut out because she's in charge of the edit. But we'll move on. The whole point of the podcast, Staying Relevant, is so we find out what we've done to stay relevant.
well, as a,
I haven't asked you yet.
Okay.
Sam, what have you done this week to stay relevant?
So, big news actually on the Thompson front.
As there has been every week so far, because you are a superstar now. What A-list have you interviewed this week?
I have a documentary coming out.
Oh, is this the one that I filmed for?
We can now talk about it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So, what Sam's done, and this is the only idea that I've ever had that has actually taken off and been made a show, just not for me. I've told Sam for years that he has ADHD. And he thought it was a joke at the beginning. Wasn't. Absolutely nothing wrong with having ADHD at all. So you then took that to someone,
Yeah.
I think, or mentioned it to someone that I keep saying that you've got ADHD, and they thought, "Oh, what a great idea." I've not been credited with it. So Sam's now got a show, which has made him look really intellectual and like he's helping a lot of people. But I am just going to say now, it's okay. You don't need to thank me.
That is literally how it happened. Peter's been saying for years, he thought it was like on something called the Spectrum.
I think you're on the spectrum, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to stay tuned because I might not have it.
Well, this is the thing. So it's you going on a journey, yeah?
Yeah. We like the word journey. And
We do in documentary terms. We love the word journey.
yeah, so
I wouldn't know because I've never had one. But
well, actually, no, Pete was in talks. Actually, Pete was in talks.
let's not discuss that yet because
That-
it may still be happening. Because actually, documentary is a big thing in TV now.
Well, it's the new thing, isn't it? Everyone's doing
but
docs.
also, I do think they're good because actually you do learn a lot. Like Roman Kemp did the one on grief, which was fucking brilliant. Joey Essex did a really good one, and you know, there's been loads of just fucking great documentaries. So actually. And we've got very interesting and different backgrounds. There's lots of things that have affected the way I am, and the same to you.
Yeah.
That actually people wouldn't know.
I got Pete on my doc, right? And we went to
Well, I
a
was just going
park.
to get into this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Go on. No, you do it. Actually, no, let me do it.
Okay.
And he says, mate, I really want you to be part of the documentary. Can you come and film? So I said, well, I don't really want to. But yeah. He said, Louise has done it. You know, all the people who are closest to me have done it. Zara's done it. Did your mum do it?
Yeah, mum did
Like,
it.
Everyone had done it and given their fucking point of view. As soon as I said, yeah, fine, what have I got to do? And he said, it'll literally take an hour tops. So I turn up to a park. And I was really busy that day as well. It was about fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I've been in town since fucking whatever time. I really couldn't be fucked to sit in a fucking park. I assumed we were going to be sat on a bench or some shit just talking. Said it would take a maximum of an hour. Sam was an hour and a half late. So I stood there with a wonderful lady who's your producer, director, but also camera person who I'd never met before whilst I had the amp, and we didn't talk to each other for an hour and a half. I was sat on a park bench waiting with Sam. That was awkward. Then Sam turns up and he'd organised a picnic for his documentary where we sat and had a picnic in a field that was covered in dog shit.
In Brixton.
In Brixton.
Yeah.
And it was just so pointless.
It was so lovely. It was like we got deep, we got wet and wild. We literally got in there. And
Well, actually, what was interesting is I took it seriously and actually gave some very constructive advice, I think.
Yeah.
And was actually very nice to Sam. Sam, I think at this point felt so awkward, just decided to make a joke out of his own documentary. And just got really awkward and weird and kept making and saying inappropriate things for no reason.
It's because I've never heard Pete be nice before, so I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, but I took Pete for a really nice picnic, basically on the top of the
It
hill.
wasn't a nice picnic.
It
The only
was.
nice part about the only thing it was basically a blanket in a basket that had chocolate milkshake for Sam, and he bought 2 piss warm beers for me, but no bottle opener.
You did open it with your teeth, so you know.
Yeah, hence why I'm missing several.
All's well that ends well. So yeah, basically we were on the phone to each other, and we sort of started laughing a little bit because we realised that actually the only way that we could stay relevant is if we then now start talking about the problems that we have. It's not the talent, it's the problems.
Well, yeah, because I mean it was very hard because we've spent a long time trying to find talent, and actually what we've realised is there is no talent, but there are a lot of problems. So it makes it a lot easier to concentrate on them. It's like one of them things where you're so shit that it works. That's basically how we're now going to spend the rest of our careers. There is nothing we can do because we have no talent. So people are just going to have to accept and understand why we are so fucked.
What have you been doing to stay relevant?
What you been doing?
What have you been doing to stay relevant?
Playing rugby.
What have you been doing to stay relevant?
I had a interesting photo shoot this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk us through it. Condoms.
No, I did that once though. I wrote a column in the Metro just after lockdown of getting back into sex after lockdown. It was for Trojan. I know I did a photo shoot for a dog food company. Actually, a really good campaign. It's a new recipe they've got for Healthy Hearts for Dogs, and they're giving away free meals for dogs when you use a certain hashtag. So actually a good campaign. Concept-wise, interesting. They wanted originally both of my dogs in it as well. Because obviously that's, why you have a girlfriend is to monetize that. I have dogs to monetize that. Because I can charge a lot for them.
We need to buy them some new eyes first, mate, because they're both missing one.
Only one of them is missing an eye.
The other one is blind in one eye.
But it's still there.
Okay, fine. He has a milky eye.
Yeah. Oh, all right. It's cataracts, mate. He's getting to that age now. Anyway, that is horrible.
Go on.
Anyway, but I didn't necessarily realise that I would be dressing up for the campaign.
Yeah.
Because it was based on film things. So me.
You know we love dress up. This is great.
No,
what do they put you in?
We don't.
Yes, we do.
You do.
You've been in a cow outfit. You've been in a dinosaur outfit. You've been in a gorilla outfit.
And I hated every moment. And that sort of works because people seem to like that. But when you're asked to dress up with a client who's actually paying you, not just doing it because, you sort of have to go, oh, I love that.
What did you dress up as?
Well, so they wanted both dogs originally, but one of my dogs is possibly a serial killer. She's fucking nuts. So I just took the good one, the well-behaved one, Eric. So we turned up, and he also dressed up. So the first thing, because it was based on films, so the films were Lady and the Tramp, Officer and a Gentleman. And Bridgerton.
Is that why you were in the shirt with the cuffs and the top hat?
Yes, because I dressed up, like I said, and listen, it is a great campaign. So whatever, and I get to be with my dog all day, who's obviously my best friend, and it was just loads of fun. The photographer knows my dog, like I knew that, like, everywhere. It was just a really, really fun, good day, and it's for a good cause.
I just have to get that out there so the people don't hate me.
Well,
For a good cause. Another charity thing. I'm really nice. My name's Pete. I've got 2 dogs. None of them they're all blind.
No, they're not.
They're nearly blind.
It's age. It's happening to him and me simultaneously because I'm starting to get a milky eye. Not even joking now. That's another story. I'll have no teeth and no eyes soon. So anyway, Bridgerton, that is why I had the cuff sleeve on. I had a full top hat, full like jopper type things, knee-high boots and all the rest of it. Eric had to, he had a bonnet on. And I was playing croquet next to him.
That's so good.
Eric's so well behaved. He just sort of sat, but and obviously in my head, I feel like me and my dog can, we can interact. They're much like you probably do with the cats. Apart from, you can't with your cats. But me and Eric, I could tell he was looking at me thinking, "You're a fucking prick, mate." Like
sitting there being like, you have sunk to new lows.
He was laying down next to me, I swear to God, whilst I had these fucking cowboy thing, top hat and all the fucking velvet jacket, waistcoat, cravat, all that sort of shit, holding a fucking croquet bat or whatever you call it and a ball, and he was in a bonnet just going. I could feel it, and he was doing it with a good eye, so I really knew that's what he was thinking. Lady and the Tramp. So we both sat and had a romantic candlelit dinner and shared the spaghetti. That was quite difficult to do though, because trying to tell your dog to suck and not eat it, so that you get the spaghetti thing was quite difficult. But we did that. Officer and Gentleman was the weirdest one.
Why?
Well, because I was in a full white outfit with the hat on and all that sort of stuff, holding him as if it was like my girlfriend, and that seemed weird for a number of reasons.
Can I ask you a question? At any point in this photo shoot, did you sit there and think,
Is this staying relevant?
shit? Yeah, did you ever think, wow?
Well, yeah, and you know, as much as these things are for a great, I did think to myself, I used to have a real job.
You say that a lot, but that was about 20 years ago now.
Yeah, and it still bothers me that the dignity-wise, gone. Turns
Did
out,
you ever think-
I'll do anything.
Did little Pete ever think that in sort of like 20 years he'd be sort of like stood in an officer and gentleman outfit with his dog?
So that was basically my week. Me and my dog dressed up as extras from Bridgerton.
But the way I see it, Pete, right, is that we are on a trajectory of growth. That's growth.
I see it as what I would call, you say trajectory, I say downward spiral.
No, see, I think we're going up.
Anyway, moving on to my favourite part of the week.
Go on, what is it?
Well, it's the sidebar of shame.
Would you like me to introduce it?
I mean, I thought I just did, but go on.
It's the sidebar of shame.
Gets different every week, that.
Dun 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 dun. Right, go on then.
Sidebar of shame. Okay.
Do the jingle.
It's a sidebar of shame.
Do the jingle. Go on. Do the jingle.
Do.
Go on. Do it properly.
Sidebar of shame. Do.
Dun 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 dun.
Are we good to go? One of my favourites, Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman has said that she's got 5 boyfriends.
Shut the front door and call me Susie. No way.
Yeah, she's basically come out and said she's got 5 boyfriends.
Polyamorous.
No, they're 5 boyfriends on rotation.
She's polygamorous. No,
Polygamorous. Who's that?
Polyamorous.
Yes.
So she's polyamorous.
Do it right once. Just once.
Polyamorous.
Eh?
Polyamorous. She's polyamorous.
Yeah. Well, no. Basically, she's got 5 boyfriends.
So she's polyamorous.
No, because they're not all in a relationship.
So they're polyamorous.
No, they're not all in a relationship together.
That's what polyamorous is.
Yes, which they're not.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
So, Carol Vorderman has got 5 boyfriends on rotation.
But they're not together.
Oh, fuck me. No, they're not together.
So they're not boyfriends.
Shall I tell you what the story is? Okay. So, Carol Vorderman has got 5 boyfriends.
Just get
on
it right
rotation.
if you're gonna
This
tell
is
the
headline.
story.
The headline is 5 boyfriends. The headlines are never fucking factually correct. Because actually, if you go into it, what they are her special friends, was what I was getting at.
Oh,
So
right.
she's got 5 special friends who she fucks. And I think that's great, was the point I was getting at.
Okay.
So we've absolutely ruined Sidebar of Shame because you've annoyed me so much now, I can't even talk about. But basically,
She's got 5 guys.
yeah, fucking good for her.
Yeah, love
that.
it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I would like to be one of them guys. I wonder if she
I
wants to
wouldn't.
see.
I've got a girlfriend. I wouldn't do that. What else have you got
Next thing
on
on
the sidebar?
Sidebar of Shame is, and you'll like this one,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Legend.
Yes, legend, dating a 19-year-old. Right, there we go. Good, glad you said that. Because Leonardo DiCaprio is 48. So that is a 29-year difference, right?
Tough. It's tough out there.
Okay. When I was in the papers for potentially dating someone who was 10 years younger than me, with Leonardo DiCaprio, who's got a 29-year age gap between his current bird, who's a teenager, you went, legend.
No, I went high
Explain
pitch.
that one to me, fucker.
No, I went high pitch legend. I went legend.
No, you didn't.
it?
You went low, you went, legend.
No, I don't know about that. I think that might be a little bit too much.
What have they got to talk about? That's a 30 years of his, like, she wasn't even alive.
Mortgages.
By the time he was your age. So that's, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
What did you talk to Ella about?
it's a 10-year age gap.
That's a long year. Long few years.
Yes, it's 10.
Yeah, that's a lot of years.
Yeah, but it's not that
Well, why don't you put yourself?
We
You've
worked together.
You've
We were
been in the
doing
same
things.
position as Leo, then, mate.
No,
you
I
and him are
haven't.
quite similar.
He's got a nearly 3 decades worth of difference, and he's 19.
Pete, isn't it? You had a decade.
Yes.
Am I just saying those? You had a decade.
What's the difference between you and Zara? 5 years.
4 years.
4 years. So you were only 40%.
You had 6 more.
Yeah, 6 more years. If you had a 19-year-old daughter,
Yeah,
would
I'd
you-
be like, get away.
Would you be happy for me to date her?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, this should be interesting. Yeah, pick up your cards.
Thank you so much for listening to Staying Relevant with Pete Wicks and Sam Thompson. Yeah, go on. Do that. Thank you so much for listening to Staying Relevant with Pete Wicks and Sam Thompson. Subscribe and follow so you're the first to know when a new episode is out. Also, catch us on YouTube every Friday because you can now see us on the tube. And we are also, if you type in Staying Relevant, you can watch it.
Also, we're on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. We're on Instagram. Baby, you and me now. Oh, oh.
Are we carrying on? Oh, right, sorry.
Probably easier than playing rugby. Sorry, let me do that again because rugby is not.
Ta-da!